the news that the first high-speed race between robots, artificial intelligence, has taken place in Las Vegas. The Indy Autonomous Challenge was held late last week at the LA Motor Speedway circuit. Dallara, that are race car manufacturers, they basically went out to a bunch of students and said, right, let's race each other, come up with some ideas. And then that was it. They came up with a grid of autonomous racers. They look like little Formula One cars, but without a driver. And they basically raced each other. The top speed, do you know this? 173 miles an hour by AI. They were racing each other, overtaking each other at speeds over 110 miles an hour. In the end, it was Polymove, the team from Italy, with their race car that they affectionately called Minerva, that took home the victory and a $150,000 prize. But it's here. Remote control cars, but big style with brains.
Yeah.
How cool is this?
This is awesome and fantastic setting. Las Vegas Motor Speedway as well. They do look a lot like the F1 cars. So this IAC series, that they've kind of called it, it's going to be interesting. It amazes me that it's students. Like back in the day, the engineering and technology students basically had Robot Wars to compete in. Now they've got this.
Yeah, it's a step up, isn't it?
Just a bit, yeah. It really has kind of changed days. Fantastic use of technology. But here I am to kind of poo-poo everybody's party, as I like to do, without human drivers to interject the drama and the controversy into races. At the end of the day, they're programmed machines. They're not going to be taking risks. They're not going to be doing it. There's going to have sensors so they don't get close to other drivers. Other vehicles, not drivers. And the thing is, part of the thrill of motor racing, I'm going to say it is the danger. It is a humanoid behind the wheel taking those risks. If I wanted to watch a couple of cars go round and round, I'd basically just put F1 on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's where I am for it. Extremely impressive, amazing speeds, brilliant footage. But I don't really want to see my driver's seats, which normally would have a human in them, just packed with electronics.
I can see your point. I agree to a certain extent. I think it's very cool. I think you're right.
Yeah.
The human element is really what makes the difference because you get invested in the team and the people behind the team.
Yeah.
When AI is doing it, when it's not really the same because, all right, well done. It's a incredibly cool feat of human engineering. Congratulations to all the teams that took part.
Yeah.
I don't know what the plans are moving forward. I don't know if this is just a one-off experiment or whether this is the precursor to what will be potentially a racing series that takes off around the world. We've seen all sorts of interesting racing series take off around the world in the last couple of years, and a couple that will be taking off this year in the airs across the sea, electronic racing, EV racing of all sorts of different types. But it's one of these I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it's extremely interesting, and massive hats off to the students, especially the guys from Italy that won. It's more to show off what we can do, not necessarily what should be done.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
but still,
that's what I'm going to. It is cool. Yeah,
it is cool. But yes, I agree. But tell us what you think. Is this just an experiment? Scalextrics gone global, or is this a sign of things to come? Is this going to be something that you would tune in and watch on the regular?